All right, welcome to The Last Word. I'm Mark Downey. That's Troy Alsaker. That's Craig Brown, also known as Lefty. We're glad you could join us. I literally just ran in the studio.
He did.
I had at least 30 seconds to breathe, but it's been a heck of a day. I just listed a new rental in Nature Trail, so I got to say hi to Nikki Nash. If she's watching, she better be watching. Amazing house. Amazing. We'll have that one hopefully in our next show. Actually, we're not going to put it on the market for a few weeks, but beautiful home. In fact, I'm going to give another shout out to her. She is the owner of the restaurant Irons on Palafox. You've heard of it?
Yes.
You're shaking your head. You know.
Yes.
I thought I was a restaurant connoisseur. Thought I knew everything about restaurants in Pensacola, but apparently I didn't get the memo on this one because I didn't know anything about it.
Yeah.
However, as I'm driving, I didn't text. I actually, I did the voice-to-text thing while I was driving, and Nikki has secured me 4 seats for Friday night at the Chef's Bar, whatever that means.
Wow.
Sounds impressive.
So we're going
There you go. Nice.
So yeah, you guys are going. I'm not going. I'm taking your wives.
Yeah, I haven't been there because apparently it doesn't have a drive-through. So,
Which is why that restaurant won't survive here. No.
Don't say that to Nikki.
I'm just kidding. No, the chef actually is pretty well known. I've been there.
That's what she was saying.
Phenomenal. Yeah, he's a young guy. I think 24, 25.
Oh,
but,
wow. Apparently he served the president. Yeah. So you know about that stuff because you were a chef. So in your former life.
Yep. Yes, sir.
Before you became Pensacola's #1 real estate agent.
Trying to be anyway.
But,
look at him blush.
Yeah, he's turning red. Once again, I look like a white guy on the set again. Can you guys make me blush so I can have a tan? No, I'm actually going on a cruise in a couple weeks, and when I come back, I want to immediately tape another show because I am going to be black. I am going to be black. Yes,
That's right, man.
Diversity is coming to MDNA.
It's as dark as you get, isn't it?
No. Anyway, hey, are we on? Are we live? Yeah, we're live.
We're live.
All that was live. Yeah. Anyway, thank you for joining us. Of course, we're going to talk about some real estate tonight. We're going to talk a little bit about sports because this is the sports aficionados time of the year, if you will. I mean, if you don't like sports, you're going to hate this show because we got a lot to talk about. Final Four coming up. The championship conference championship last week. Some amazing games. If you, I don't know if you guys watch any. Craig, all he cares about is baseball.
That's right.
The Reds had an amazing. No, they didn't. Never mind. The Braves.
Hey, they're looking good. They're looking good.
Actually, the Braves scored 10 runs last night on. In fact, I was watching it, doing some computer work late at night, as I always do, and I fell asleep and missed the end of the game. So I don't really know what the final score was, but I'm assuming it was around 10 to. They did not lose. It was 10-1 in like the 7th or something. Can't believe that. But the Braves actually opened up a can of, you know what, and actually finally started scoring some runs. So it was kind of nice to see. But I don't. The Reds, come on, Braves, Reds. We don't expect to see anything. Now, on the other hand, Mr. Troy Alsaker over there is a huge Padres fan. In fact, rumor was
they may have something.
Rumor was or is that he's trying to replace Chipper Jones over my shoulder right there with Justin Upton or Will Myers or somebody, I don't know.
Yep.
Matt Kemp, but that's not going to happen. But the Padres are looking sharp. In fact, I can't see how they don't represent the NL in the World Series this year. It would be a complete flop.
Right, exactly.
I mean, seriously, it would. And I don't think it's going to happen. They have a very, very well-respected manager, and
great bullpen.
Well, the pitching goes without saying.
Yeah.
I mean, they lost 26 games last year by 1 run.
Right.
I mean,
Right.
give me a break. And now they have 3 big bats in the lineup that certainly can produce that 1 run they need at least.
Right.
So they're going to be looking good this year.
Well, we need it because they're sending the Chargers to LA and the Raiders down to LA. We need something in San Diego.
I mean, what's going on with that, man? I don't get it.
We're trying to get a new stadium built, and it's been back and forth for years, and I don't know if it's going to happen. So now they're saying we're going to go to LA, and Raiders, who are our biggest rivals ever, are going to join them in LA.
Wow.
So LA will have
just doesn't
2
make any
football
sense.
teams. Yeah, it's ridiculous. California for you there.
Well, that's why you moved from California, right?
That's exactly right.
I mean, we might be a bunch of hicks around here, but we
Went
know
from-
about a thing or two about pulling for the right team.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
And hey, we've had a hockey team here for 20 years now, so that's something to be impressed about. Hockey in in the South, in Florida.
Actually, they're getting a hockey team back to San Diego, who's the same league as the Ice Flyers. I think they'll end up
What?
playing
Is that
each
right?
other. Yeah, yeah.
How
They
about
used
that?
to have a hockey team in San Diego a long time back, and they went away, and I guess they're coming back. So
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Hockey's a lot of fun. And speaking of which, we have a big weekend for the Ice Flyers this weekend. They're literally mired just within a couple points of second place and last place. I mean, it's that tight.
It's
Oh, wow.
a race.
And they could easily solidify their place in the playoffs, or they could be out. I mean, it's that close. So
Which will make it an exciting weekend.
I think it's going to be good. I'll definitely be there Saturday night because, as you just heard, I will be at Irons
Iron. Yep.
Friday night. And supposedly I'm going to eat the best steak in Pensacola, if not the entire South. So I'm really excited about this. I mean, I got to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I'm excited about your leftovers. Bring home the dog bag.
Yeah, I will. Of course, you'll need some help with the,
Ooh. I've been waiting.
Hey, Craig. Hey, Craig. Since we're on the topic, how did that happen?
Hey,
Tell the viewing audience who wants to know.
I was attempting a 720 on the half pipe, and I
Tony
just slipped.
Hawk style.
I slipped.
At least you tried, man.
Hey, it was a
least you
skateboard, but it was in the garage.
Well, Craig, look, you said on your 50th birthday you were going to try skateboarding again, and you did.
Yeah.
So I'm proud of you, man. I'm proud of you.
Yeah,
Let's shake on it.
you just called me old. The camera lady called me old. Oh,
Yeah.
she said I was
That's
too
what we
old.
got in
Yeah,
here.
she said I was too old to be on a skateboard.
Skateboarding.
Yes, she did not hold back. She did not hold back.
Well, I'm going to talk with Prince
look at her
Stewart
blush.
about this. Me and Q are going to have a talk.
Hey, at least she was honest. She didn't patronize me. She just
no, you are
it was
old,
just
Craig.
right out there.
So am I.
You're an old guy.
You're an old geese. But hey, look, man, I do applaud you for getting on that skateboard and at least trying. I just don't understand why you didn't put your landing gear down. I mean, hands down, you know.
Well, when your feet,
They say, what's the mantra in the NBA? Hands up, don't shoot.
I thought it was 10 and 2.
Hands down, don't fall.
Actually, I put my feet up. Just yeah.
Your feet up. Yeah, never mind.
It
Anyway,
was a hard hit.
yeah.
Yeah. The emergency room people got a real laugh out of it. So.
I'm sure they did. And as did all of the other doctors that you visited. What have you been to, like 10 specialists now? Like, I don't think I've ever seen a 40-something-year-old
Hey,
break his arm.
Tony
like
Hawk.
this.
Tony Hawk, I believe, is 1 to 2 years older than me.
That's true.
Well, that's
He
true.
is.
That's true. I think
Yes,
he's like,
he
what,
is.
45 now?
Yeah. So hey, there you go. Tony Hawk and me.
Of course, Tony Hawk does that for a living. It has been for-
Tony
Tony Hawk makes a little bit more money than you, Craig. Sorry. I mean, I'm just being honest here. Makes a lot more money than
He's
I do.
in a little better shape too, just a little bit.
Anyway, yeah, I'm really excited about baseball kicking off. I'm really anxious to see how things are going to shake out. The AL is just who knows what. The Yankees have rebuilt, retooled.
Yeah.
Toronto, Boston. Although after watching Boston last night, I'll see how they're going to do anything. What I'm really excited to see, though, I got to be honest with you. You know, people know me. They know I'm a humanitarian type of guy. I love all people.
Except when you're
That's
ragging
not
on them.
true. That's not true. But I'm really excited more than anything at how bad the Philadelphia Phillies should be this year. And I have family that actually family on my wife's side that likes the Phillies. But I'm sorry, I take no more joy in saying that they're going to suck this year. I really believe they're going to suck. I think Cliff Lee is now out, and they're saying he may be out for the season.
I seriously.
The way he did Texas Rangers. Anyway, we got to go to a commercial break, believe it or not. But you know what? When we come back, guys, guess what we're going to do?
What?
Talk more about my arm?
Yeah. We're going to pay the bills by talking about some real estate. So don't go anywhere. Hello, I'm Mark Downey, a licensed broker in Alabama and Florida. When it comes to surveys and boundary determination, I don't take chances with just anyone. I call Mark Sweeney and Associates. And not just because we share the same name, more so because I know that my survey will be done professionally and on time, both of which are very important factors when navigating a closing for a client. Whether you need a simple survey or just want to know if your neighbor's fence is encroaching on your land, Swinney is the team to call. Give them a call today. Hi, my name is Mark Downey. Things can get crazy in the real estate business, which is why I use Surety Land Title for my escrow closings. They ensure that all paperwork and documentation is properly executed and that there are no glitches in the closing process. Whether you're a realtor, broker, or simply a homeowner or buyer looking for a great team of professionals to utilize for your closing, I strongly suggest Surety Title. Call them today at 549-2270. Considering selling in this economy? Have questions about short sales or how to avoid a foreclosure? Regardless of what you're facing, I can help with the best advice available. I have a 100% successful closing record on short sales and thus have helped many avoid foreclosure. For others, I have helped achieve the income they need to be able to maintain their home as a rental property. Don't trust your home sale to just any friend or neighbor who might have a license. Call Pensacola's #1 agent. All right, enough of the ragging on the commercial guys. They're old, I admit it. I was
So
young
you're
back then. I'm old. But no, seriously, we do need to update those commercials, guys. They are really old. Anyway, we're going to talk about some real estate, guys. Craig, you're our inspector in the rental department. Why you're even on the show, we don't know, other than the fact that you always beg us to be on it. But Craig, he loves inspecting houses.
I do.
Some of the things that you see are pretty amazing. But overall, we have great tenants.
Oh,
we have great owners.
Yeah, we really do.
Great properties. And I think that it makes your job a little bit easier, right?
Yeah. We do. We've got great owners, great tenants, and it's fun getting to meet with those people, talk with them on a daily basis, talk to the owners, let them know that the properties are being taken care of. It's fun. It's good stuff.
Yeah. You never have a dull day, and you're never stuck behind a desk all day. That's for sure. Unless I do have to talk on that note. There's rumor that you go through people's drawers and their underwear drawers. Is that true or no?
Only yours.
Oh, okay. All right. Just wanted to make sure because my cameras picked you up in my house doing that. I didn't know if that's a normal
Common practice.
Anyway,
The only underwear I want to see is my own.
really?
Well, not really.
Hi, your wife? Jamie watching tonight? You're in trouble.
Hey, it's a
Anyway,
G-rated
this is a
show.
family show. That's right. This is a family show. Troy, sales. I mean, it's really kicked off this year. I mean, we said that last show, but it really is kind of almost. You decided to go on vacation, which was just a really short vacation.
Right.
But as soon as you decided to leave, you what 8 contracts?
8 contracts.
On vacation, right?
On vacation, of course. Yep. The market's booming, to be honest with you. And it actually didn't even slow down through the holiday season like historically it does. So it's been nonstop.
Well, for you it didn't. Now, I hear the trend overall was that it did slow down a little bit. And sales kind of actually, in fact, some reports said that they dipped a little bit by about 2% over December and January. But I think Pensacola's a different animal all in itself. We don't tend to have the big spikes, so therefore we kind of have a nice steady increase.
Which is good.
But your sales never slowed down. But I don't want to get people too overly excited about sales right now, because sometimes when you say the market's booming, people think automatically, well, my prices have gone up so much.
Right.
And that's not necessarily the case. We're seeing about 2 to 3% increases a year right now, which is actually a healthy market.
Right.
So, overall, we can't complain. There are buyers out there, and that's a good thing.
Well, now that they're talking about raising interest rates again, which they have done for the last year or two, I haven't seen a whole lot of fluctuation in between about maybe a % difference. But for some reason right now, people are, jumping off the fence. And
well, we had 3.5% not just a few weeks ago, and now it's jumped to 4%. And I think that causes people to get off the fence and go ahead and pull the trigger.
Exactly.
And we've seen that, over the past couple of weeks. And certainly leading into June and July, we'll see, I think, a huge sell-off. Again, does that mean that your house is now worth $100,000 more than it was? No, it's not. I have someone right now I'm dealing with who thinks that it does, and the home is an expensive home, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't work that way. You're not, and even if someone was willing to pay for it, it wouldn't probably appraise.
Right.
So we got to be very careful. And a good professional understands the market, understands how to price the market, and push the envelope to the point where we can get top dollar, but yet not price it so high that A, nobody's interested, and you lose that initial rush that you typically get when you list your home.
Right.
But also, even if you get a buyer who doesn't appraise, what good does that do?
Right, exactly.
It really just pisses off the buyer.
Exactly.
So that's what we're here for. That's what we want to help out with. But on that note, we're going to show you a few of our listings that we have right now. So if we could go to those guys, I don't know if you're ready. Here we go. All right, our first listing is 850 Paradise Beach Circle. I have said this over the last few shows that the price or the market for homes over $500,000 has really been slow. I mean, that is one area that we really have seen very moderate growth in, if any at all. But I do predict that over the spring, summer, this is going to pick up. This is one of our homes that we've carried over the winter. We've actually just reduced the price on this. The owner said, look, you know what? I know the market's about to pick up, but I want to be priced very attractively. And, to get a home right at $200 a square foot with as much as this home has, and this is a true custom home on the water. I believe it's about an acre of land on the water, Perdido Bay, not far from Orange Beach, the pass at Perdido Pass. It's a great location, and it is in Florida. This is a phenomenal price. So this could be the right time if you've been thinking about buying waterfront, that big custom home. This could be it, because there are really good buys in the 500,000 plus range. All right, let's go to the next one, guys, if you don't mind. We have another one that's on Perdido Bay, just across the street. And I like to brag on this house. It's been listed for a couple months as well. Again, a little bit higher price range, but I do predict that this home will sell in the next few months, if not after the show. You never know. But 1984 Crown Point Boulevard is a gated subdivision on the west side of Pensacola near NAS, Corey Station, Perdido Key. It is a fantastic area on a stocked lake, as you can see out the back of the water there, or back of the house. Also, the bay is on the other side, so you have some bay views. Completely custom built home, the pine floors. This is an absolute masterpiece home. And we actually have a video tour you can check out on our website at 941home.com. And now we're about to launch markdowneyandAssociates.com, which is a whole new look. I apologize for the look. It's so antiquated, the one we have now, but we're about to launch a fresh image, and it's going to be a lot more user-friendly and all that good stuff. So anyway, this house is $525. The next one, 3258 Mount Batten Drive. Another gorgeous house on how much land, Troy?
This is almost 3/4 of an acre.
Yeah, so, once again, people always say, I want a little bit of breathing room. This is going to give that to you. So, 3,500 square foot home, 5-bedroom, 4-bath home, $400,000 is just, it's really ridiculous, actually.
Right.
We're talking $100 a square foot.
Right.
And, for a home like this with a triple tier ceiling, beautiful floors, nice kitchen, this home with some minor modifications. I don't know if it has granite. That doesn't look like granite to me.
No, it's Formica.
Is it Formica? Yeah, so, it needs a couple little minor upgrades, but that's nothing compared, especially for the price you're getting it.
Exactly.
And this is a fantastic area.
That's the biggest house in the neighborhood too, which is nice if you need some more space. So.
Absolutely. So the next one, 397 Creary. This is also a waterfront home. It's like a little bungalow right on the water. It's Davenport Bayou, which dumps right out into Pensacola Bay. And fantastic location, deep water access. You can bring a big boat. You have a dock. You have a lift. You've got the huge deck that you see there. It's built off the water a little bit, so you have a little bit of a buffer from the waters. But just a gorgeous little house, and $300,000. This is one that I am really mystified that it hasn't sold. I'm really wondering what someone's waiting for. Is the dollar per square foot a little bit high? Yes, it is. But to get on the water, it's beautiful water, and the location very close to downtown Pensacola. Literally 5 minutes from downtown, if that.
Right, exactly.
3 minutes, maybe. Fantastic buy. All right, the next one, 10926. Ugh, can I get it out? I just spit all over the place. Country Ostrich Road, 4-bedroom, 2.5-bath, 2,500 square feet of living, over 2,500. And this is 190. Troy, is this your listing?
Yes, sir. It sure is. Up in Cantonment, you see the price, $190,000 for over 2,500 square feet. Another one I'm shocked hasn't sold quickly. We had it on the market for a little bit. Sellers decided they weren't going to sell and pulled it off, but now they are going to sell again. So I don't foresee this being on the market too much longer. And we do have an open house this weekend there, Saturday from 10 to 2. So come by and see us.
Yeah, it's a really nice house. And areas are cyclical. Country Osage a year ago, if we listed one, we sold it
Right.
in days, weeks, tops. And right now it's going through one of those cycles, so it'll come back around. It's a big house. People like to move that have big homes. They like to move in the summertime when
Right.
the kids are out of school.
And it's A-rated
So,
school district too. so-
fantastic school district,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
All right, the next one, 8076 Castle Point Way, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,800 square feet of living, 150,000. Crown Point is the subdivision. Once again, great school district, and this is a gorgeous house. And you know, people say, oh, there's not really nice, affordable homes anymore. Well, trust me, there is, and this is one of them. Great little house. And I say little, 1,800 is not little.
No.
This is a great family home in a great location town.
Yeah, it has a nice sized backyard too. So
Yeah. Yep, wonderful home. And again, A-rated school district. I actually live in this district, so I know. I am very happy with it. The next listing, 2967 Creole Way. This is a little bit north, but very, very close to Cordova Mall, Sacred Heart Hospital, not far from downtown, 15 minutes to NAS. Great location. Wood floors, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,650 square feet, 142,000. Once again, great price point. Great house, fantastic condition. I mean, this is your listing, you know.
Yeah, tons of
So,
upgrades too. They got the black light killers, brand new AC unit all throughout the house,
That's
10,000, and landscaping. I mean, it's move-in ready. So
Gorgeous house,
Yeah.
and a great location. All right, the next one is 5427. Unfortunately, this one is under contract. We just, well, I say that. I think we finalized the contract this afternoon.
excellent.
But that's a nice little house out in the Perdido Key area. Really beautiful little home.
Yeah, it's a cute one.
And the last one, I'll just scroll through those pictures real quick. Okay, there we go. 1329 El Dorado Drive. This is off of 98, Troy.
Yep.
3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,600 square feet, 110,000. And I think that they said, okay, we'll list it for rent or for sale, whichever occurs first.
Correct. Yep, absolutely.
All right, beautiful home too. And once again, $110,000. You're right by NAS, Corey Station, minutes to the hospital there, Navy Hospital. All right, the next several are rentals. 5413 Keel Drive, 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 2,200 square feet of living, $1,400 a month. This is Emerald Shore subdivision. Fantastic location. I mean, literally minutes from back at NAS to Perdido Key. Nice green belt behind the yard. Beautiful yard. Large yard. Play baseball there. Baseball, great baseball. Oh, wait a minute. You can't play anything. Never mind. You're on restriction, according to your wife anyway. 1706 Moonglow. I like that name, Moonglow. It sounds like a place I want to live. You know?
Catchy little name there.
But I like the nice Bahama blind shutters that it has in the front of the house. Gorgeous house. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,900 square feet. $1,225 a month is the rent, and that's by Sophie Field. About 10-15 minutes to Cordova Mall area. Also 10-15 minutes to NAS. Great location. Beautiful house. And 2 rentals left. 10461 Senegal Drive. This is off 9 Mile Road area. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,550 square feet. $875 a month is the rent. Really, really affordable home in great condition. Beautiful home. And this is also in a great school district. So it's a very desirable. In fact, every time we list this house, we've had it for a while, it rents very quickly. And the last one, 101 Freedom Lane. This is right near downtown Pensacola. It kind of has that downtown vibe. Cute little house. I say little, it's 1,800 square feet, but 2-bedroom, 1-bath, 1,800 square feet, $725 is the rent. And I mean, literally minutes to downtown Pensacola there.
Yep.
And that's all. Great houses though. I mean, and you know, TroyAllSacre.com,
Yep.
941home.com, eventually MarkDowneyAssociates.com,
MarkDowneySells.com.
MarkDowneySells.com, that's right. That's one of the new ones we
Blowing
just
up the
launched.
internet.
Yeah, I mean, we got to Zillowfy everything, you know?
Yeah.
You know, it's funny though, we were talking about Zillow today with one of my clients, Nikki. You know, Zillow, you got to be very careful.
Right.
Very careful. It's
Yes.
a great tool. It certainly is a useful site for many things.
Right.
But please, folks, don't base your values on what the Zestimate.
Yep.
No.
Yep.
No.
It's way off. Well, the
sometimes
reason it's
high,
off-
sometimes it's low.
Right, they don't take into consideration any upgrades that you might have done, so that's why it is off. Easy for a realtor to say, "Oh, his estimates are always wrong," but the reason for that is they don't take into account, if the home was built in the '50s but it's completely remodeled, they don't
Well,
take that into the account. in their
Nature Trail.
assessment.
Sorry to interrupt. Nature Trail is a perfect example.
Right,
You cannot compare anything to Nature Trail.
right,
You can't. It's the same way you can't compare a home that's on Pensacola Beach
right,
to another house nearby.
right.
You can't do it. So, I always say that Zillow is kind of like the slot machines in Biloxi, and everybody knows I love a good slot machine. But guess how those slots determine whether you win or not? Now, I like to think that I have control of that. I wear my lucky underwear. I drive at a certain speed all the way there. I eat at a certain restaurant before I go. I like to think that all works, but guess what? It's algorithms.
Right.
And Zillow is algorithms, folks.
Yep.
It's a lot of algorithms.
Yep.
And I just love saying algorithms. It's so cool. Such a cool word.
Just rolls off your tongue.
Just rolls right off my tongue. But anyway, so be careful using that. But it is a good site. More so, go to Mark Downey and all those other stuff.com and TroyAllSaker.com and check out all our listings there. We've got useful information for you. And of course, we just love to meet with you and talk to you about your houses. If you want to list, rent, buy, if you'd like Craig to come over and inspect your house, he'll do it for you.
With broken.
With or without both my arms.
And he won't skip me, never mind. It's an inside joke, sorry. That's Troy Allsaker. That's Craig Brown. I'm Mark Downey. That's the last word.